Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, and welcome to the In-Flight News Report. And today, breaking news at STLV. And as always, I deliver my commentary with reckless abandon. But first, let's check the headlines. Scientists say black holes are just giant balls of fuzz. Far out, man. Exterior home trends you can forget about, says unexpected scuba diver. Alright, let's get straight into the news. New Star Trek TV series starring Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard announced just a little while ago. Star Trek Discovery co-creator and showrunner Alex Kurtzman was a surprise last-minute addition to the Saturday schedule at Star Trek Las Vegas. The man who has been put in charge of the CBS plan to expand the Star Trek universe for television broke some huge news shortly after hitting the stage. Kurtzman noted that there has been a lot of speculation about the future of Trek, so he decided to use STLV to announce what the next Star Trek series is going to be. The producer then had a little fun with it, saying he wanted to bring out a friend to talk about the next Star Trek show, at which point Sir Patrick Stewart joined him on stage, and the capacity Vegas crowd went wild. This introduction confirmed the previous rumors. Sir Patrick Stewart is returning to Star Trek, reprising his iconic role as Jean-Luc Picard. Stewart began his remarks by simply stating, "I have returned. Thank you." Patrick Stewart then took a stroll through memory lane, starting back in March 1987 when he auditioned for The Next Generation, but not believing it would ever lead to anything at all. He then said how being cast and playing Jean-Luc Picard has become something that would touch every corner of my life. And after being very proud of the work he did for 7 seasons and 4 feature films, with the last in 2002, he had decided he would not return to the role, and it was a voyage I would never take again. Stewart said the offer from CBS to reprise the character came earlier this year, and while he described it as interesting and charming, he said he was set to turn it down. According to Stewart, he met with the producers and spent 20 minutes explaining with sadness why I would have to say no. But through a process of discussions over 6 months and spending time rewatching Star Trek The Next Generation, he came around to the idea. Gradually, it became clearer and clearer to me that the power of that show, the success of that show, the benefits that it gave, I have never ever grown tired of hearing from people who say, "Your show changed my life. Without Star Trek The Next Generation, I might not be here." And for these reasons, he said, Patrick Stewart made the following simple and yet profound statement: Jean-Luc Picard is back. So, I think this is good news. I am excited about this news, and a few details. He had to stress that he may not be the same captain. It may not be recognizable. He'll be very different after, as you would expect, 20 years on after Nemesis. He said it would not be like TNG, but in some ways it would be. It will be, I promise you, I guarantee it, something very, very different. It will come to you with the same passion and determination and love of the material and love of our followers and fans, exactly as we had before, and that is all that I can ask. I think that's all that we can really ask. Just don't mess it up. I am really excited about this, but I want to see them do it right, and I think they will. I hope they will. And there's that handsome devil. No release information was provided for the Unknown Show. There aren't any scripts yet, and there were no hints about any of the other actors might be returning. Talk about some of the producers and the writers. A lot of writers from Discovery, which a little iffy, but I'm okay with because they had some good writing. I think the biggest problems was that it's a prequel. I think when you take that away, you solve so many problems from Discovery. I think the fact that they're continuing long after Voyager and Nemesis and continue with Jean-Luc Picard, I think they can do good, even if he's a very different character, as long as they're true to what he was. Then I think they're okay. Patrick Stewart himself is an executive producer. Rod Roddenberry is the executive producer, which is interesting. Interesting to have a new generation of Roddenberrys working on Star Trek. I'm not aware of him working on anything else official, anyways. And Trevor Roth from Roddenberry Entertainment, if you know who that is. I don't know who that is. Sir Patrick made a Twitter announcement as well. And one thing I thought was kind of interesting, see here, rumor, Patrick Stewart close to signing deal to return to Star Trek. Yeah, we just covered that. And you see all Sir Patrick news. Marina Sirtis thinks Stewart's return to Star Trek on TV is just a rumor. That's a very interesting theory there, Miss Empath. Alright. So, oops. I am very excited. Only slightly skeptical, but I will wait for the product. I'm actually more excited than skeptical. Because this isn't Lucasfilm. So, I think there's some smart people, who are working on this, who worked on Discovery. I think the mistake they made was a similar mistake, that others have made recently, and that is, you made a prequel. And I don't know why they made a prequel. But this is not a prequel. So, and that, I like that. Determination, love of the material, and love of our followers and our fans. Exactly what we had said before. I hope so. And, yeah. So that's enough for me. That was all the news. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave a comment down below, share it with your fellow passengers, and subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, make sure your seat back and tray tables are in the upright and fixed position, and I will see you on the beach.